Daniel O'Mara here from O'Mara Property. All on my lonesome this afternoon. Scott's still on holidays. All the rest of the sales team are out, busy on phones, doing everything they should be doing at the moment. So our last video, this is the first of this year. Our last video, 19th of December. What's happened since then? So sales-wise, been fantastic. 17 sales across the area. Highest price being 1.575. Now, on the surface, doesn't sound like a massive number of sales. Bearing in mind, solicitors, conveyancers have been on holidays for most of that period, so it's actually an excellent number. As opposed to that, what's come onto the market since 19th of December? 38 properties onto the market. Seems like a bit of a hefty number, but probably pretty typical over that Christmas period where a lot of owners think some bunny might come along, pay too much for the property, pop it on the market over Christmas, realise by the end of January that that's not going to happen, take it back off, and numbers return to normal there. If you're looking around for something to buy this weekend, this Saturday, we've got a total of 9 open homes. The team will be out doing 9 open homes this weekend. Plenty of other properties available by private inspection also. Many of them do have holiday tenants in there at the moment. So if you're heading up, want to look at some properties, get in touch with the sales team nice and early so they can get some suitable properties organised. Properties we've got open for inspection this weekend, the 9 of those, priced between $510,000 and about $875,000. Great selection of properties all across the area, all suburbs, all kinds of properties, something surely there to suit you. Property sort of info this week. So what am I anticipating for 2020? What do I think we'll see through the year? Sales wise, I think we're going to see a continual improvement in the number of sales. I don't think we're going to see the heights of what we had back at the peak of the market, but we're certainly going to see a lot more sales number wise than what we saw last year. We're going to see a continual slide of improvement there, I believe. I think we're going to see a reduced time on market, which will be great. Market times did blow out a little bit. We went out to about 50, 60 days there, as opposed to our typical around the 30 to 40 days. So I think that will slightly come down over throughout the year. I think we will see some slight price rises. Don't count on anything dramatic unless it's a real improver or something in an exceptional position or something like that. But I do think we'll see a few percentage increase on property prices throughout the area throughout this year. Marketing wise, I think we're going to see some big changes this year. Papers are dead. It's just put it that simple. Papers are dead. There's a big move towards more and more digital stuff, more and more video you'll see this year. A lot more particularly aimed at mobile devices, that sort of thing, to get them on your iPhone, your Samsung, that kind of thing. That's what we're going to see this year, I believe. Paper advertising will shrink as it has been over the years, but I think this year we're going to see a massive decrease in the number of pages of property ads in each paper. On a local front, I think we're going to see continual movement of holiday properties. As we've described before, over the last year or so, there was an agency or a guy come into town, buy a lot of holiday rent rolls, that sort of thing, lost vast majority of them just through, I don't know, bad management or something that way. Lisa's signed up another 6 just this week. We haven't even officially opened up the books again for them, but she signed up 6 this week. I believe she's got meetings organised with another 6 or so in the next couple of days. So I think we'll see a continual increase in particularly our number of holiday properties, as well as a number of the other agencies. All of those will be coming over from one agent that's just let the ball drop dramatically there. So I think that'll be the trend through this year. So ultimately, improved sales market, change around of property management market on the local front, and then over time, I think it'll start this year, but we've seen the bushfire crisis throughout New South Wales, also Victoria. I think we're going to see, not immediately, but we'll start to see some changes to building standards, also location standards on properties, that sort of thing, on hill faces, all that sort of thing. I think it'll take a couple of years for it all to come through totally, but I think we'll start to see a shift later through the year once we get past the bushfire crisis and then some analysis of it takes place. But I think that if you are building today or you're starting to look to build and you're in a bushfire prone area, do need to really consider that, because the standards, I believe, will change over the next couple of years. So get on the front foot now so you don't have to reinvest in the property in just a couple of years' time to bring it up to the standard at that point. So that's the summary for what I think for this year. Could well be wrong. Hopefully got pretty well on the mark. We'll be back to you next week, 4 p.m, next Thursday. Should have Scott joining me in the seat here, I would be thinking. Aside from that, if you have any property questions, give the team a call, 4980 4400, comment on the Facebook page or the YouTube page, email us, whatever suits that way. Happy to answer any questions whatsoever. So until next Thursday, 4 p.m, thank you, and we'll see you then. Thanks a lot.